Hi guys, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So my voice is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Yes, it's audible.
Yes. So from yesterday's section, you guys are having any doubts? I think Vivek and Jyotishwar.
Hello. Actually, I attended Telugu classes. So today it's like demo third class with Kartikeya.
Sorry.
I have attended demo classes in Telugu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vivek, what about yourself?
Hi. I have three and a half experience with SAP security part. So
Sorry.
right, I have 3.5 years experience in SAP security, SAP authorization part.
Okay.
Okay. I like to change the field, so I joined here.
Sorry. You would like to change?
No, actually, I like to move to ITGC. That's why I joined here. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, your voice is bright. So can you repeat once again what you are saying? Yes.
Nothing. I'm just telling my experience. I have 3.5 years experience in SAP security part. So I worked with Capgemini. So right now I'm looking for ITGC for change. So that's
Okay. So it's great to see you here.
what.
Right.
Right.
So Umesh and Vidhi from yesterday's session, you guys are having any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir. Awaiting the course ahead.
Sorry.
I meant to say I'm really waiting to learn the new things coming ahead.
Yes. Thank you. So totally from the two sections, we have we have discussed about this, what is a business scenario of IT organizations, how IT organizations will works, okay, why audit is required, what is two types of auditors. So who are the two types of auditors, guys?
Internal audit and external audit.
Okay, so what internal auditor will do and the external auditor will do?
Internal auditor will perform the audits and give the recommendation to the companies. And external auditors also do the same, but on a broader level. And external auditor won't check for all the applications. They will select the applications which what they are going to audit, and shares the report with stakeholders.
Okay.
An external auditor will be a third party, like another company. It can't be from the same company, the external auditor. So it will be a Big Four or any other organization which is authorized to do the external audit.
Okay.
So yesterday for the data quality, there was one query we.
Asif, you are saying something?
Sorry, I'm on other meeting. I joined it. My mic is on. My apologies.
Okay, no issues. So have you attended the previous two sessions?
No, sorry, no. This is my first session.
Okay. So we have completed the two sessions, though. So it is a basic demo of this ITGC and how audit is required. So why we need to do the audit for the IT organizations. We have discussed the simple basic things before going to start the audit. Today we are going to discuss about this SOX, why SOX came and all the things.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I have a couple of questions regarding ITGC and the certification
Yes,
as well.
yes, please go.
Is this a good time, or maybe you want me to at the end, like whenever it is good for you?
No, as you have started, like we can discuss for the 3 minutes and we will go to the next.
Yeah, it's like okay. This is for the auditing purpose. ITGC, like what is it possible you can give me a little bit of brief? My apologies because you have to start over.
So can I know your background, please? So
Yeah, I am
what's your
also
previous
IT person.
experience?
Yeah. I have a 7-8 years experience in IT.
Okay,
Particularly databases and BI technologies, ETL, data visualizations.
okay,
A little bit Python. What
okay.
else? As different operating systems, most of the databases.
Like it's nice to see you and it's good from your side. So one thing from my end, like for the one step for doing of this audit, why we need to do the audit for this IT organization? So in every IT organization, there will be the so many departments. Okay. So it
Okay.
might be the any other domain technologies. So you are from the BI, okay? As an analyst, you are working in the some company. Okay, so we'll be getting the data from these databases, resources, and all these things. Suppose when you are receiving the data correctly, the work what you are doing, it will be on the way. It will be in the good to. It will in the good position to see this. If not, so if there is any conflicts between your office timings, there is any database issues, or there is any VI tools issues. So the process what organization is maintaining of their procedures correctly or not, we will do the audit. Okay,
Okay.
so by using of the technology of the ITGC, we will use this and we will do the audit for the IT organization.
Okay. Like, what is the advantage out of it? Let's say you're finding out some issues like auditing
Yes.
is particularly security related, or
Yes.
any data breaches you want to find out. What is the
If you have
purpose?
finded something, so like you are following the one process in your organization. If the process is not correctly moving, okay, so it might be in the other way. So
Okay.
when it is moving in the other scenarios, what the process have organization implemented, the business will be getting collapsed and the projects what you are working with the client, they will not come to you for the next year. So there is a particular business loss. We are not delivering the client to the work in correct time.
Okay. What are the typical technologies we are using? Like, let's say you want to find out something, there is something wrong with the BA process. What do you do? Right? What kind of technology required? Do I need to know the Python programming or
No,
SQL?
see, like in the basics of the audit, like we will not touch in the basic programming or the anything. So the technology we not here. We are here to learn this SOX and the ITGC. We will be using the ITGC technology to identify any process and the issues.
Yeah, everyone's already had our updates. So
Okay.
Dave and Tushia, do you have any updates?
So there is no any other tools and the technologies we will be using for the audit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's what is like. Do we need to finish some kind of certification for this one, or?
No, actually for the certification part, if you have do the certification, the resume what you are keeping, it will become the weightage for yourself for the package. Okay.
Okay.
So there are the two basic certifications with the certified with the ISO 27001. It is a ISMS audit, and another certification is a data privacy audit.
Okay. How much
So
is going to cost this one, data privacy audit?
data privacy and this ISMS, the both cost, it will be costing like 40 to 45K.
Buy your DAG tags.
Oh,
Hopefully you guys will find it a little bit faster.
okay.
That's all.
Not like there's no 50% discount or something like that.
No, it might be depending on the some other institutes. So we have the references. If you need to do the certification, they will refer.
Is it difficult to clear out this one?
No, they will help you on the doing of the certification.
Okay. What are the job prospects?
Sorry.
It's a lot of opportunities for the jobs wise.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know different technologies. I want to spend like my time, right? Like, what is a long term good for me? That's what I'm looking at. I'm sorry asking all of this question.
No problem. No problem. Okay. So
That's all on my side.
Yes. Thank you, Asif. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next from the previous class, we have discussed about this, why the audit required and all the things. Okay. Suppose before going to introduction about the SOX law, how SOX law came, how it is going to work, how it is implementing the IT organizations, how it is affecting. Okay. So before to that, why SOX law came? Okay. So till now we have discussed about the for every IT organization, audits is required. They are doing the audits. Okay. So if they are doing the audits correctly or not, okay. Take as an example of this. So in that, when the auditors are coming to the organization, so they have messed with their company. Okay. The auditors who are working, who came to work for that organization to do the audit, they have messed with them. Okay. So what they are saying for this organization and these auditors, they have both club and they are discussing about their profit and losses. What auditors are saying is, if there is any loss, you need to show it as a profit in the report. If there is any fail, if there is a process fail, we need to show in the report as a pass. Auditors have merged with that organization and they have released a huge amount for the auditors while they are preparing the report when they require to show to the management, and they are releasing to the report to the public people also. Okay. So like this, so many companies are doing in the same way. When they are doing in the same process, what they are, it is a fraudulent they are doing. It is a fraudulent activities by the auditors. Okay. So like that, there are so many companies. Okay, not only from the Satyam Computers, so it is from the India. So there is a like from the other countries in the USA, like World.com and the Ncom. So there are so many other companies. They are seating their organizations when they are doing this audit part. Now, what the US government they have decided to stop these fraudulent activities, they have established the one law, that is the SOX law, SOX. It is our part of the course, half of the part of the course. It's a SOX law. SOX is nothing but Sarbanes-Oxley Act. To stop these fraudulent activities, US government has established this SOX law. Okay. So now we will entering into our main course today onwards. There is the first section will be on the SOX law. Okay. So why the SOX law and how they have implemented? Senator Paul Sarbanes and the Representative Michael Oxley drafted the Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002. It was approved by the House by a vote of 423 and by the Senate 1990. Legislation sponsored by Banking Committee Chairman Paul Sarbanes and vote overwhelming in nature in the President Bush supportive statements. Okay, these are the two persons who have established this SOX law. Okay, one is the Paul Sarbanes and the Michael Oxley. From these both guys, we have received this SOX law as a strong regulation for the IT organizations. Sorry. So when we have implemented the SOX law, what we are getting, what goals are we are achieving? So to bring in the significant level of accountability to the senior most managers such as CEO, CFO, and the CAO. So in the every organizations, we will be having these three members as a senior level of accountability to we are showing higher management. CEO is Chief Executive Officer, CFO is the Chief Financial Officer, and the CIO is the Chief Internal Officer. Okay. The next point, to protect the investors and increase their confidence in the public companies. Okay. So previously, when we are discussing about the SOX law, I have told. Okay. So there is a fraudulent activities by doing by the auditors. When the fraudulent activities is doing by the auditors, they are releasing the report. When the company is in the loss, also they are showing it as a profit. By seeing the report, this organization is in profit, we can invest the shares what we required. So what the public people they are trusting? Okay, auditors has released the report. It is a trustable report from the audit. So we can trust this organization. We can invest more than previously what we have invested. So to tighten regulation of the independent auditors. Okay. By using of this law, the auditors will be also in the critical condition. When they are doing the audit for the organization, they will be having the some rules. They need to disclose the data. There will be the confidentiality data while they are doing the audit. They should not disclose the data to the outside. So these are the tightened regulation for one example. And the next, to ensure proper reporting of financial results, CFO and the CEO that he or she reviewed that reporting being filed. Okay. So what is third point it is saying? In the first point, what we are saying, to bring the significant level of accountability to the senior most managers, we need to bring our report to the significant level. Accountability, we need to show the accountability to the senior most managers for whom we are showing CEO, CFO, and the CIO. So when coming to the fourth point, to ensure the proper reporting on the financial results, when we have implemented this SOX law, we will achieve these goals. In the next point, to his or her knowledge, the report does not contain any untrue statements or omit any material facts. When they are preparing the report, the report does not contain any untrue statements. It should be on the mentioned only the true statements. They will not mention any wrong statements what they did not observe. So the financial statements and other financial information fairly present in all material respects, the financial position, results of operations, and the cash flows. So these are the goals for the Sarbanes-Oxley Act by the two persons. One is Paul Sarbanes and another one is the Michael Oxley. So from these two slides, you guys are having any doubts?
Yes, I have one doubt. Like maybe with a very large organization where there are hundreds or thousands of applications there, then how it is possible for CEO, CFO, that top management to review all the reports and provide their sign off? So how in that condition, how it is managed?
See, so there will be the thousands of applications and the 11, it might be the 11,000 applications, for example. Okay. So for every application, they will not be using the financial data. Okay. Out of 11,000 applications, there might be the 200 to 300 financial applications. The auditors will test only these 200, 300 applications. The first, when they are doing the scoping, okay, so in the audit terms, we will be using it as a scoping. When they need to do the select the applications, The first, they will sit with their business teams in their organization, how your business is working. Okay. What is your business? What is your strength? And what is your profit and what is your loss? First, they will sit with their business team and the business team only finalize these are the applications generating the financial amount from our organization based on these projects. They will scope the applications and they will give to the auditors. Okay. So based on that applications audit only, the process, what the in organization, what they have implemented, we will do the audit. Okay. The CEO and the CFO, they will see and the
Sorry,
report.
I had a doubt.
Yes. Yes.
So who will be issuing the rules and regulations to follow like audit to us? Like you said, you are issuing some rules and regulations, right?
So
To
yes,
follow.
yes, the regulations, these will be, we will be getting by the, in every organization, there will be the governance team. So from the governance, we will get all these regulations.
So like, what are the rules we can get expect? Like, you are saying that in company we have governance. Like which department?
So there will be the separate department, governance, audit, and the committee department will be there in every organization. We will receive the rules from their side. Okay. So when the auditors enter into our organization, the first they will be meeting with the governance team. What this governance team will be doing means, in the total organization, depending upon them, they will know the all the businesses what they are going in that organization. Okay. So they will mesh with the auditors.
Okay.
I think I clarified your question, I think.
Yes, it's
Still you are
correct.
not getting it.
I got it. Like you said that there will be a separate team for governance in each domain.
Yes. Yes. So no, it not be the each domain.
No, in
So
each
for the,
company. Like if you
yes,
take like
yes,
EY, there will be a separate domain for this one, like EY,
yes, yes.
like Accenture, like TCS, like this.
So they will be having their separate governing. So based on the regulations, what we are receiving from the government, they will follow, they need to follow these Indian regulations and they need to set their company as based on their regulations, what we have received from our government.
Okay, okay, thank you.
And sir, what is the process called when the auditors go to the company and get the business requirements or applications which needs to be audited before the scoping? What is the term for that?
Before to scoping, so the what the term you are asking, right? So there
Mm-hmm.
will be the kickoff call. We will be, the term is kickoff call. Okay.
Kickoff.
So
Okay.
yes, in the kickoff, we will note to that. So what the client we are working for, the what things, what the applications and what their company is working, what business they are doing. In the kickoff call, we will know the all the details.
Okay. So after kickoff call, there will be a one-to-one meeting with the stakeholders, or directly we will go for the scoping.
See, actually, what I am saying means scoping is done by their own organization business requirement. In the kickoff call, they will explain their business. You need to understand their business. If any other applications, if they are using, you can check that applications also. After this kickoff, the audit process will start. We are having these applications. We need to do this audit. Okay. And we need to go with the stakeholders for this each application and we need to understand about that application. After that, we need to implement the controls and we need to start our audit.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it. Got it, sir.
So the next slide is about what this is speaking. It's what if you don't comply with, okay? So if you are not complying with the SOX law, what will happen? So failure to comply with the Sarbanes-Oxley exposes senior management to possible prison time up to 20 years and the significant penalties as much as $5 million or both. External auditors will not sign their attestation of our control section of compliance check investigation. And a minor problem may become the major issue. Problems with investors, lenders, and customers. Brand problems, confidence will be weakened, affecting the stock price. Okay. If you are not complying with the SOX law, the first thing, senior management to go to the prison for the 20 years, or they need to pay the $5 million, or sometimes it will be the both. So, and the main disadvantage, external auditors will not sign their attestation of our control section of compliance check investigation. So regarding of this second investigation, in the coming slides, we will discuss about this second investigation. And here, the minor problem may be become the major issue. Okay, so the SOX law, they need to comply with the SOX law. It is if they are not complying, it becomes the major issue with the investors. The investors who are investing, they will not trust. And the lenders and the customers will be the big problem for that organization. And the brand problems. Okay, so this is the fraud company. Don't invest in this. Okay, this company has started in 2010 and it was closed about like within the 5 years. They have done some fraudulent activities. This is the brand problem. So the total organization and the business will be getting damaged and the confidence will be weakened and the stock price, the main stock price, it will affecting the stock price also. And the companies affected by the SOX. Which company is affected by the SOX? So US publicly traded companies and the global companies with US publicly traded operations, all corporations that fall under the jurisdiction of the US Securities and the Exchange Commission. Okay, so private firms interested in the going public. So in the first demo section only, we have discussed about our own startup. When you are investing, it needs to go to the public. So we need to comply with the SOX law. Why? When it is going into the public, so it is in the stock market, the public people, they will see our organization and they need to keeping on their eyes in our organization, they are investing some amount. It might be rupees or the thousands or the based upon our marketing, it will be the lakhs also. Private firms that may be the target of an acquisition or merger by a public firm, ensuring compliance of the final entity. Provisions don't apply to non-profits, but now we have new standards. Okay, so the mainly companies affected by the SOX, US publicly traded companies and the global companies with us publicly traded operations. So which companies is not affected by the SOX? Impact of the Sarbanes-Oxley and the SOX not intended to apply to them, but many private and the non-profit try to comply. Okay, they are saying that don't comply with the SOX law for the private and the non-profit companies. They are not saying this. Only US publicly traded companies or global companies should comply with the SOX law. So they are suggesting to the private and the non-profit companies also, if you have complied with the SOX law, you will get the more achievement on your control structure and the business. It is important. Sarbanes-Oxley compliance is way of demonstrating due diligence regardless of whether that act is actually mandatory. Sarbanes-Oxley compliance provides reasonable assurance that the organization is managed effectively and honestly. What SOX compliance is provides, it will be gives the reasonable assurance that the organization is managed effective and the honestly. So from these two slides, you guys are having any doubts? So the SOX law, which is complying with this, whose company is affected by the SOX laws, companies not affected by the SOX laws. Okay, but the companies not affected by the SOX laws, they are not suggesting to companies. They are suggesting to companies comply with their SOX law. If they have complied with the SOX law, they will see the more reasonable assurance that organization is managed effectively and the honestly. So guys, you are all are on mute. I think you have understood.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So when going to this SOX law, so the main thing, this we have entered into this act and the titles. Okay, so based on this act and titles, we are learning only the two titles, two acts. Okay, and that is Title 3 and the Title 4. One is a corporate responsibility, another one is a enhanced financial disclosures. Under the corporate responsibility, we are only closely monitoring only the one section, that is SOX 302. And next, when Title 4 enhanced financial disclosures, when coming to this SOX 404, only the two sections. When you have searching the job roles, you will be seeing one of the main points. One is SOX 302, SOX 404, SOX audit, IT audit, ITGC audit. So what is the corporate responsibility for the SOX section 302 and enhanced financial disclosures? What is SOX 404?
Sorry, what about the remaining titles? Like we have like almost 10, 11 components.
Yes. See, we are organization. So based on this, we are using only this Title 3 and the Title 4, and that is from the Title 3, Title 4, we are using only the one section.
No, my question is that what about the remaining components we will do? Like you are saying that only corporate responsibility and enhanced
Financial disclosures.
what about like public company accounting? Like what the component will do? Like for example,
You're asking about the what other components will be working.
yeah.
Okay, so the other components will be working for the other things. Okay, there are the so many. If there is any act and any section, it might be useful for the other things. Okay, for this ITGC and for this IT organization audits, we are only using of these two components and these two sections.
For ITGC, we'll use some other components also, right? Only we'll use only for these only two components, like 3 and 4.
Yes,
Remaining 11, almost we have nine other components, right?
yes.
What about that?
So for the ITGC, what you will use for the other components?
No, just my question. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Like,
Understood. So I have understood your question. For the ITGC, we are saying that we will be using only these two components and these two sections based upon this for the IT organizations. I am using for only the IT organization. This SOX law will be implemented by any other private companies, like it will be the any marketing companies or any other things. So suppose if
my
the CA people
my
will be
question
there.
is like my question is that in your organization only you're using like only two components. If we go to some other, like for example, EY, Accenture, TCS, if they are
Okay.
using some other components, like
Okay.
how can we come to know like the remaining components how it will work?
No,
Like
they
one
will
or
not
one.
use, right? So As based upon the when we are saying the SOX audit, we will use only these two sections.
Okay, remaining components like what will be the, like for example, if you say in like testing, if 401, 402, like 201 will be okay, like when we go some success stories, 201 and 202. Like 404, it's like forbidden. Like 503, it's like some other error not found, like that. 404 is not fine. Like my question is that remaining components, how it will be useful?
Okay, so the remaining components you are asking how it will be useful. Okay, so by based on these components and my comparing of this experience, I have worked only for these two components and for these two sections what we are learning here. So there will be the some other components we will be using, but based on this we will be using only these two sections from these two components.
Okay, okay. The thing is like you written like 101 to 109, like multiple sections
Yes.
here. So that's why I asked you that.
No, from the SOX law, we are having this so many components. Okay, I understood your question. Why other components where we will be using these components?
Yes, yes.
See, suppose you can take as a title, then what it is saying, it is a corporate tax returns. Okay, so if it is saying of the corporate tax returns, if there is any CA audit people, they will use these corporate tax returns. Okay, so we are into this IT part and this ITGC, like we are into the technology audit. Okay, we are doing on the technology audit. We are not doing any touching on the financial audits. When they are doing of this any financial audits, like suppose if the CA people is working, they will select only these amounts. There's a profit, what is the credits and the what is the debts, how much they have paid to the government. When they are using this, they will use this title 10 as a corporate tax returns. On the based on the section, they will say that corporate tax returns, you need to follow this. What is this section is saying? You need to understand about this.
Okay, okay.
Jyotishwar, I think you have understood.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I got it. Yeah.
So what is section 302? It's speaking for the SOX law. And what is section 404? So section 302 is corporate responsibility for the financial reports, requires the quarterly certification of financial reports, including disclosure of all known control deficiencies and acts of fraud by the principal executive officers and the principal financial officers. Okay, so what section 302 is speaking here means corporate responsibility for the financial reports. From the first day onwards, we are saying that we will generate the one report after the other testing or after our auditing. In the report, in the 302, what they will be mentioning, so they will disclosure of all known control deficiencies. Deficiencies is nothing but what the process is organization has implemented, they are working with the same process or not. We will know the deficiencies and acts of fraud by the principal executive officers and the principal financial officers. So in the first second slide, we have seen the Sarbanes-Oxley goals. What we are when we are complying with the Oxley, what the goals we are achieving. So significant accountability to the senior management level, such as CEO and the CFO and the CIO. Okay. So and the next coming to the section 404, management assessment of internal controls requires management and external auditors to certify internal controls and financial reporting in an annual internal control report. Okay, so here what they are discussing, SOX 404 is mainly speaking about internal control over financial reporting, how their controls are working. They are having on the first vote, it is a ITGC, Information Technology General Controls. Okay, so when we are using of this SOX section 404, what we will be achieving? We will reporting. If we have scoped of like there are like 20 to 30 applications for our audit period, we need to do the audit for those applications. What we will be doing in that audit by using of this ITGC technology, we will do the audit for that applications. We will see that how the process is implemented for that application based on their organization, they are implemented or not. Okay, if there is any control deficiency, when we have audited for that application, when we have seen any control deficiency, suppose there is a one process mentioned in that organization, but these employees are following different process, we will mention in this corporate responsibility, that is a section 302. We need to mention in that report and we need to show that report to the management. These are the control deficiencies for your organization, to for whom we need to show, that is principal executive officer, that is chief executive officer or financial officer, and there will be the chief internal officer who will be managing these all internal controls. Okay, so these two sections are the important sections. Okay, so this is also the one interview question, how SOX law came. Okay, why SOX law is required? If there is no SOX law, how organizations will be getting affected? If you complied with the SOX law, what are the goals you will be achieving? Which companies need to be comply with SOX law? Which companies is not affected by the SOX law? What are the two sections where these two sections is applicable, from which components you have got these two sections? These are the interview questions, guys. And for this, when they are asking about SOX 404, you need to say the simple word, that is a internal control over financial reporting. Okay, so what is the internal control? Okay, so internal control means when we are testing any application, okay, it will be implemented by their own process. Suppose there will be the one process, you need to joining the class for today. From the tomorrow onwards, there is another process while you are joining the class. Now it is a demo session. Like from the tomorrow onwards, you need to pay the some registration fee and you need to join the class. If you are not following the same process, what institute is following? When the auditor is entered into your organization, they will check their procedure. They will keep the some controls, general controls. They will test you and they will say that this is the process and you are not following this process. We will mention as a control deficiency for this control. You are saying this, it is not working for you. We will be mentioning it as a control deficiency in your annual report, what we need to show for the management. In these two sections, you guys are having any doubts?
No, sir.
So these are the main two important sections, guys. So if you are having any
Sir,
doubts,
I have
yes.
a doubt. So
Okay.
basically, this section, these two sections, they are talking about how controls are should be in place so that
Yes.
when controls are in place for applications which are
Okay.
used for financial reporting, right? So
Yes.
when
Yes.
those controls are in place, then applications will give correct numbers and then financial reporting won't be affected, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
If the controls in the correct place, the
Yeah,
financial
right,
reports is
right,
not affecting. So for that
right.
financial reports, we will select only the financial applications which is used
Correct,
by the organization.
correct, correct. Can you give like one, two examples? Like I know there is SAP. Uh,
Okay.
right. One of them is SAP.
So
Yeah, right.
suppose like for the two applications means for the one example in the SAP, okay, why SAP? Anyone in the section why SAP is the business? SAP is a normally ERP tool. It is an enterprise resource planning. So why SAP is considered as a for the financial? Anyone in the session? So why SAP is a financial means like will be when any person joins newly in the organization. Suppose if they are using up the like today, so one of the member has joined in our class like saying that I'm the working as a SAP security. Okay, so when he has a working as a SAP security, they will give the user access for their organization. Okay, so when they are giving the access for their organization, that is a data. When the person enters into the in their organization network, they should be the authorized persons. If anyone gives the access only, he can enter into the organization. If anyone, if he is directly entering into the organization, it might be authorized. When he is entered without any permissions, it will become the unauthorized. Okay, so that's why we will be selecting the application as a SAP as for the business for this financial reporting. And some might be any working based on their projects. Suppose we are working for the clients. Okay, when we are working for the clients, we need to we are doing the some projects. Based on the projects only, we will be getting the billing. How the data is maintaining in our organization with our internal control structure. We need to check that. If you are not maintaining the data with our internal control structure, who will be affecting? The first thing, the client will be getting affected. When client is getting affected, our business will be getting dropped down. When business is getting dropped down, we will not be getting the projects. In the outside of the market, they will say this vendors will not work correctly. They are misusing the data what we are providing. They are not delivering the work properly. So the first thing, the business loss will be occurred and the entity loss will be occurred. The brand name will be lost. So for that, we will select based on our business requirements, based on our governance in their organization, they will select all these things and they will show to us and they will explain this all the details to us. Vidhi, I think understood.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, I have one
Yes,
doubt
sir.
related to this.
Yes.
So, like these sections are very subjective, like we can interpret as we want. So, there will be a specific control under subsections or something like that. Like what all needs to be done under the control testing or to ensure the process.
Yes, so there are the control structure. What are the controls we will be discussing in this ITGC part?
Okay, okay.
So suppose there is a section SOX 404, it is saying internal control over financial reporting. By taking this section, how we will do the testing? So there should be any technology to implement in our organization, right? The section it is saying the simply you need to do this, you need to do this. How you can do?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
By using of this site, we can do the audit. After the finalizing of the audit, we will come to know what are the deficiencies in their organization based on the applications.
Okay, sir. Got it.
So the next, we will see the only the 4 basic words. Okay. What is a threat? Anyone in the class, can you explain of these 4 words? It is a generic language, guys. It's a generic language. Okay. So we are all from the IT organizations. So how we will get the risk and how we can control the risk? What is vulnerability and what is the threat?
Risk is anything which can cause the problem or loss to the organization.
Okay.
Like anything loss or any potential risk which can occur to people, process, or technology. Uh, that in may term in the loss or
Okay. So I will take as an example as a ATM machine, guys. Okay. So from the one side, when we are seeing of this, we are having of the one ATM machine of the bank. Okay, it might be any other ABC bank placing in the out of the in the highways they are placing or in the villages they are placing. When they are when they are placing the ATM machines in the village, the first risk. Okay, what is the risk, guys? Yeah, when they are placing in the villages, what is the risk? There in the villages, it might be the houses like only the 100 to 150 houses. What is the risk, guys? There is
risk of potential robbery.
so the first risk is only the location. Houses, when we are placing the ATM machine in their hometowns, so it might be the any threat or theft, it can be easily survived in that location. The first thing is the risk is the location. What is our risk? Location is our first thing, risk. Okay. And the next thing. So keep a aside control for the weakness in the system. What is weakness in the system? We are placing the ATM machine in the risk position, location, and we are showing the system is a weakness to the theft persons who is ready to theft the ATM machines. In this location, there is no any security guard or there is no any proper surveillance on this. We can use this mission and we can theft this and we can go away. So that is a threat, something which exploits the vulnerability. Vulnerability, when there is a weakness in their system, the threat will get occurred. Okay, take another example. Suppose we are in the house. When we have lock, so when we are doing the main door lock and we are not closing our the like bedroom door lock, when the theft person knows, the thieves, they knows our the lock members and they have prepared one key and they have opened this main door key and they're coming to the inside. Okay, so there is a weakness in our system. They know the number of our house key and they can, the thieves who are coming to our house, they can come directly. The first thing, risk only, they know the key number of our house. So for this ATM mission also, how we need to control. Okay, they kept in the village, it is a necessary to develop our country. So they are keeping their ATM missions in the villages also. How they need to control? Before threat occurs, there is a weakness. So they need to keep the some CC surveillance and security guard and any other security measures they need to place. That is the controls they are placing. Okay, so in the first point only it is saying that what is a risk? Potential event that might impact the entity. It might be any event, any potential event, and control. A measure that will modify the risk. Suppose we are saying that risk is a location in our example. In when we are saying it is a risk is a location, what control it will modify the risk? Which control you need to keep? CC surveillance or security guard or 24 monitoring. If the mission touch or anything they need, they are lifting the mission, there should be the alarm fight to the bank. So many controls. What is vulnerability? A weakness in the system. When there is no any controls, it will become the weakness to the thieves. Threat, something which exploits the vulnerability. So there is a weakness in the system. The thieves can enter into the ATM machine easily and they can theft the machine. They can take it easily. When there is any controls, out of 100%, we can damn sure like 95% is in our control, and the 5% based on it is a location, like it is in the 5% we need to modify. We need to keep any other controls also, and we need to close the risk. Out of 100%, we need to complete it by we need to take it as a 100%. So any doubts on this four terminologies, guys? From the next section, we will be discussing on these four things only. When we are speaking any control or any ITGC part, we will be using this risk and the control and the vulnerability and the threat.
It's clear.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
So any doubts in this today's session, guys?
Can you provide like course content, how it will be like full detail, in depth? Like what are the details you'll be covering in ITAC also? Are you a GDPR and ITAC?
So in the ITAC, we will be discussing only the basic of the ITAC, how ITAC will works when comparing to the ITGC. And this GDPR means it is a data privacy. We will discuss for the data privacy from the starting to the ending. Okay, it will be on the basics. We will discuss all the regulations, but we will not sit on the we will not sit on this particular regulation.
Okay.
One second, I will share the slide. So this is our course content, guys. So the first class, like we have discussed about the SOX introduction, and the next section will be the ITGC. And this ITGC, based upon this, we are having these four domains: access management, change management, incident management, IT operations. And the next is the walkthrough and the control definitions, and the what is a control and the control types of controls, and a risk assessment, how the organizations will do the risk assessment, how they will manage the risk. If there is any risk, how they will remediate the risk, and what are the countermeasures in the place in the risk assessment and the risk management. We will discuss all the things. And the main part is the phases of audit. How many phases in the audit, how it will start. Sampling methodology. Sampling methodology is nothing but it might be the application sampling, or how many in that application, how much we are testing. It is a sampling methodology. Live worksheet of the test sheet example for the one control. So we are saying, I am saying that we will do the audit, we will do the audit. What basis on the audit we will do? So it might be the worksheet or the test sheet. And the next is exception handling, 3 lines of defense, SOC reports, COBIT and the COSO frameworks. Here, so the main coming to this, there is the 3 real-time live scenarios. One is 13th, it is a real-time live scenario, and coming to 18th project, we will start from starting, how the audit will start. As Somesh has asked in the second slide, he is asking about what the process, how they will discuss with the clients, what is the name that from the kickoff, how it will start, how audit will end, In the middle, what we need to do, how we need to collect the evidence from the organizations, how we should connect with the clients, how we should pass the communications, and all these things we are discussing in this project. And the 19th one, doing audit for one application. So it will be the PPT slide only, but we will do the audit for SAP application. How we need to extract the reports from the SAP, what we need to check in that SAP application, what things we need to implement our controls in that SAP application. It is a sample of SAP application for one audit. And the next, after this, basic of ITAC controls and what are the interview questions for this, all those things. Okay. As part from this batch, we are planning to do the data privacy for the 5 sessions. Okay. So for our resume matrix, we know the data privacy also. It is a helpful for the cracking the interviews. So this is our course details, guys.
It's okay. Then, is there any job assistance for this one?
Job assistance from our side. So we are having the reference. If there is any openings, we come to know, we will give this referral numbers and we can give your resume to the organizations and we can give the type of job assistance.
Okay. And you said that in the first starting session, like you have some other organizations like to do certification.
Yes, yes.
So you have any other consultancy or we need to go through the reference?
Sorry for the certifications.
Yeah, for the certification.
Yes, so it is also other institutes. So when you are doing these certifications, so we will refer to that institute and they will charge and they will give the training for 4 to 5 days and you can complete your certification courses. It is not tied up with us.
Okay. Like how many institutes we have in the, for example, in Hyderabad, on ITGC and ITAC, in approximate by your knowledge?
See, for the ITGC and the ITAC, we will not do any certifications. We will do only for this certified. There are some ISO courses we will do for this
No,
certifications.
yeah, I know CISA and CAC.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So from the Hyderabad, I don't know, there will be so many institutes. By from our knowledge, from the only the 2 to 3 institutes as discussing about this ITGC and the ITAC courses.
Okay. No, you are saying that you are referred to the other institute, right? So it's in
Yes.
Hyderabad, or we need to go some other like
No,
Bangalore,
it is a
Chennai?
online sections only. You should not go anywhere. You can listen from the online only.
Okay, no offline. No, for example, if I need to see the weekend batches, like for example, if you wanna visit institute, can I visit and can I practice in lab? Like can you assistance in lab? Like real time experience, can we get it in like on Saturday, Sunday?
See, I am the out of the Hyderabad location. Okay. So I am
Okay.
not from the Hyderabad. Okay. So we need to speak with the institute person.
Your voice is cut, not audible clearly. Like break is there for your voice.
Accept this what your query. I am ready to accept it.
Sorry, your voice is not audible. Like it's break sometime when you are speaking.
Now,
Yeah, now it's audible.
okay. See, what's your query? I have understood. If institute persons accept your query, I am ready to come anyway.
Okay. Like you are saying that 30 to 40 days the course will be like we need to see like real time how it will be work like just 1 2 courses if we see in online it's totally different, right, when we enter into the real
No,
time
no.
experience.
See, not only I am speaking here. So when compared to the other technologies, when you have joined for this audit, There is
Okay.
no any difference between the real time and the scores. We are not showing any theoretical. The first thing why we are explaining theoretical means you need to understand the concept of the audit, IT audit. After that only you can go into the practical. We will show the same practical things in the online. If you need any separate sessions as a personally, I will connect with you for 15 to 20 minutes and I can explain to you.
Okay. The thing is like when we enter into the like real time experience in companies, each company is working on different management, right? It's totally
Yes.
different. So
Okay.
in that case, I am asking like maybe your company they are following like some different rules. My company will be following different
See,
rules. Like
when the company is following the different controls, if there is
okay,
from the ITGC technology only, they will be using. Okay, so in the ITGC, there are the four domains. Under the four domains, we will be seeing the 22 to 23 controls. Based on these 22 to 23 controls, they will exclude from this out of these 23 controls, they will make it as a 42 to 43. Okay, from these 23 controls they will make it as a 42 to 43. Okay, there is no any other difference controls will be using by other organizations. I will explain all the controls what organizations is required from starting part to ending part, how IT organizations will build. Okay, suppose you need to do any startup, what things you need to require from your basic knowledge.
yeah, we need to make like groundwork, how it will work, how it the process.
You see, the first thing, how it will work. Okay,
Yeah.
how it will work means the first thing you need the employees and what solutions you need to prepare. Suppose you need to try for DevOps, if you are trying for DevOps projects or AI projects or some other Java front-end developers or the anything. If you are searching for these projects, how need to join recruit the employees. This is the first process. And for recruiting the employees, you need the one department that is a HR department. After you have recruited, you need to pay the salary for the employees. There should be any other payroll team or any other finance team. You need to comply with your government regulations. So there should be any legal team or based on your department. Okay. So all the things we'll be discussing in front of the classes.
Okay. And the other thing is like how much experience we can keep this
So I think what's
with
your
this client.
experience? Can I know?
Right now I'm having like 3 years, 3 to 4 years, around 4 years. Actually, I'm in from mechanical background, so I need to switch mechanical to IT.
Okay. So as you are having of the 3 to 4 years of experience, right? You can keep as a 1 year, 3 years on the audit relevant experience, and another 1 year you can keep it as a other experience what we have worked previously.
Okay.
So from my course, so what we are saying, it will be useful for the 13 to 15 years of experience. The same thing we will be doing in everywhere when you're doing. Okay. So if the person is having of the 10 to 11 years of experience, he will have the managing roles. Okay. The 12 to 13 years, he will get the managers. As a position of the managers, he new to the management. Okay. When he is managing any employees, just he wants to learn about the technology and how the employees will be getting managed.
Okay.
There is no any problem. You will not be using any tools or anything here. Okay. So it is not about also rocket science. We can easily understand this technology. We can easily complete our course.
Okay. Yeah. And what about the certifications? Like how many certifications we have to do? For example, if we keep like 4 years of experience for this course, like
See, from
is
my
there any requirement?
suggestion, okay, so from my suggestion, if you can do, if it is possible for you, you can do this ISO data privacy and ISMS information security management system. It will be giving the resume weightage and you will get the more package. It is my suggestion. When you have entered into any organization as an auditor, you got the job, work for 1 year. After 1 year, you try for CISA. Okay, it will give the
Okay.
more valuable to your profile, and when you are skipping for any other companies, you will get more package.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yes.
by doing the certification values, it will become the resume package. Okay,
Yes.
when we are doing the certification, we need to increase our technical skills and all the things. Okay, when directly we are keeping into our resumes, we have done this certification. If any interviewer asking your question like this, you need to answer. They will straightforwardly, they will say that you have bought the certificate and you have kept in your resume. It is not weightage for you. You don't have any skill on this.
Yes.
It is not a good thing. For the basic, when you have completed this ITGC, first crack the interview. When the interviewer is asking something, I am trying for this ISO certifications on this ISMS and the data privacy. So they will get impressed after the joining in any organization. You can try for 1 month and you can do the certification. When you have completed 1 year in your organization completely, you can try for this CISA or CPA or whatever you require. You will get the total pure knowledge into this audit.
Okay.
So if you have capable to do this ISO when you are before attending the interviews only, okay. So the first of all, you need to complete this ITGC. After that only you can enter into this ISO data privacy or ISO ISMS, Information Security Management System. Why means it is a basic thing of the audit ITGC. You will learn the basics, and when you have entered into this ISMS, you will get more deeper. Okay, in the ISMS, we will be having the 114 controls. I think all the people will be seeing the boards in their organization. It is a ISO certified company. They will mention this 97001, 2015 or 2019. Based on the certification, they will do that.
Okay. Like you said in this one, like IS 27001, right? You will be
Yes, yes.
teaching like a 2002 or 2022 model, latest model.
So I will not be teaching any this ISO certification. So I will be giving only this
No,
ISO data privacy.
no. In
So
this,
see, the particularly now the latest version is for the certification is 2022.
yes, and the
Okay. So
IS
when I have
27001,
yes.
IS 27001, will you be teaching in this course or it's not included?
No, it is not included. It is a separate certification course for the
No,
data
I,
privacy.
I'm not saying that for certification, just basic principles at least.
No. I will not be teaching any of these ISO basic principles or anything. I will teaching only for the data privacy basic principles and the basic ITAC controls. I will be teaching.
Okay. Because in this course content they added like before. That's why I asked you. In other,
No. They did not added anything about this ISO.
okay. Actually, my question is that I'm confused with these demos. That's why in Telugu they give like multiple options, but here only single option. Like you are saying that only you are giving only ITGC
Not
and
multiple
ITAC
options.
basics. Like they told that we can teach like 27001 basic principles and GDPR, and they said that ITAC also. Yeah,
See
the
the
core.
Telugu like Telugu faculty is a different. Okay, I think it's not said by me.
Uh, it's fine, but just I'm saying
Yes, understood.
like
See,
yeah.
one thing I need to explain you. When they have said
Okay.
for this ISO 27001, they will teach the basic principles also. It is not closing by the 1 hour or the 2 days session. It will take almost 15 days. We need to learn this ISO, this thing. Okay. So why
Okay.
I am saying this the data privacy. Nowadays, when we are discussing about the data privacy,
Okay.
it is a more important. Okay. Nowadays, data is a very confidential for every organization. If you are having something knowledge on the data privacy for the basics also, when you are the interviewer asking about something data privacy, what is data privacy? You need to explain data privacy. These are the regulations and all these things.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Sorry, what are the timings for this course? Is the only one time, or do you have any other timing?
Sorry, Asif, we are having only the one time, that is 9:30 to 10:30 at the night.
Okay, what about any weekends and sooner? So maybe start.
So there is no any weekends. It is a weekdays classes from Monday to Friday. There will be the sessions from 9:30 to 10:30. So on the Saturday, Sunday, we are not having any sessions. If you guys require any sessions on the Saturday and Sunday, so on the Saturday we can keep our doubt sessions and we can close our sessions.
Nine. What? Any morning sessions in future also, but not right now. Maybe.
No. So there is no any morning sessions we are planning.
Okay. But this time is a little bit difficult for me. That's the one thing I'm working. That's not possible for me.
Okay, I think so. Where you from which country you are in now? Right now?
Sorry, what?
So where you are located right now?
I'm in Canada.
You are in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think if I am not wrong, so we will be having the recordings. Okay, so the everything what we are saying in the recording. So when you are possible, you can attend the class. So
Okay,
when you have joined this, okay, you will be having my WhatsApp number. If you require any doubts, I can clarify in your morning sections in your free time.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Let me see how it goes.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Asif.